Welcome back everyone to the VIP lounge of Cruise1st TV. Now, you've arrived just in time for some new luxury trips around the world in 5-star comfort with the most fabulous cuisine, wine, design, entertainment and world all around you that you will just love calling home. I am, of course, talking about celebrity cruises, and for this special show of faraway offers, we're joined by Michael Young-Richards from Celebrity. Long time no see, young man. How are you?
I'm very well. I've missed the sofa.
I know. Well, see, we've redecorated and everything
Yes.
since you've last been here. Lots of news, of course, as there always is for Celebrity. The latest gorgeous creature is there and ready to sail now, isn't she?
Yep, Celebrity Ascent will be launching with us in the first week of December. So currently just doing her sea trials out in France, but we'll be launching in the Caribbean in the coming weeks. So super excited to be having another Edge series ship in the fleet.
And they are absolutely stunning, aren't they? They're breathtaking. You step on board and it is just another world, isn't it?
They are, and it's exciting with Ascent because Ascent has got some new features which will be surprising to see, which on Edge, Apex and beyond we've not got. So for those of you that have been on an Edge series before, it's worth booking on Ascent because there'll be new things to see.
Good. And you might notice, by the way, something next to us which is rather exclusive and could rather exclusively be yours as a result of this show a little bit later on, but we won't talk about that just yet. Let's talk about the Caribbean for a second, because actually Celebrity are now calling in to Perfect Day quite a lot,
yes,
aren't they?
So we'll be calling into Perfect Day, so Royal Caribbean's island, and we're partners with Royal Caribbean.
Of course.
So again, allowing our guests to do a new destination that they've never experienced before. So super excited. I've never been, have you?
It's epic, honestly. Yeah. I haven't been yet, but we'll see it, I'm sure, through the show, and you've seen it on many times as well. It is just incredible, just because it's one of those places you look at and you think, I can't believe that is where it is out there.
Absolutely.
So it's another world.
Yeah, definitely. So to get our customers to go to a new destination, experience something fun for the whole day on Coco Cay, it is outstanding.
Super excited. Right then, let's crack on. 3 of our hottest faraway trips for you coming up in this show. We're heading to Thailand and Vietnam on a fabulously popular route on the Celebrity Solstice for January in 2025, which includes stays in Singapore and Hong Kong. We're also heading down under later to cruise the Gold Coast and Queensland, the home of the vast Great Barrier Reef, for October next year, with some time to explore Sydney with a stay too. But first we go Rio to New York with a fabulous South America and Caribbean cruise on the Celebrity Eclipse. Now this is for the 24th of April, which is rapidly rolling around, not far away at all. And we'll start this by flying you from the UK out to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. And we're staying here in a hotel for a wonderful 3 nights. You ever been to Rio, Michael?
No, but it's definitely on the bucket list.
It does look amazing, doesn't it? I mean, just, you know, the vantage points and the views you have in this city are pretty beautiful. Head to the Leblon Lookout, apparently, is the place to get all the big views. And of course, the girl from Ipanema is there on the beach somewhere or other. Then, of course, you can go and see the Christ the Redeemer statue up on the Corcovados too. Beautiful city. So we've got some time to spend there. And then we've got 2 weeks of all-included luxury on Celebrity Eclipse. The lawn clubs always fascinate me, Michael. I've still not stepped onto one of them yet, but they just, for me, I think they would make a cruise, and that's for me, a simple pleasure, but it's just such a different thing to do on a ship.
It's so unique to be at sea but have grass under your feet. And it was specially designed by the University of Florida. We did lots of trials to make sure that this grass will maintain being at sea 24 hours 7.
Because it's like, is it 14 different types of grass?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's half an acre.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? And still, it's never been done since either at sea. It's still a unique thing for Celebrity. I just think, you know I'm talking about that and only that, but it takes a real gardener to look after that real lawn up there. And I just think that's such a special experience. But of course, throughout the whole ship, those design touches which make Celebrity what it is are there in abundance, aren't they, on Eclipse?
Absolutely. And throughout the whole of the ship you will see them, and on all of our ships they are absolutely outstanding. So everywhere you go, every corner you turn, there's a new design.
And everything is just completely and utterly smart and upscale, yet very, very comfortable. It's not stuffy. It's not, not everybody is, trussed up in a tux 24 hours a day. There are times for that if you want to, but when you're in sunshine parts of the world, which we very much are here, South America and the Caribbean, you want to be shorts and T-shirt and enjoying the sun.
Shorts and T-shirt and outside the ship, connecting with the sea. That's what everybody loves to do on celebrity cruises. And we have many open spaces. So like what you just said, you don't feel like you're on a cruise. Wherever you are, you can see the sea. There's lots of outside space, lots of dining options outside as well. And like say the Lawn Club attached to the Sunset Bar, that's where you'll find me.
And just lots of smiles all the time. Everything's done in that really, really lovely way. If there's a particular type of wine you like, for instance, it will be there because Celebrity have wine cellars like no other cruise line.
We have the most sommeliers at sea as well. So we will have the perfect pairing menu with your dinner. And in the main restaurant, there's over 1,800 bottles of wine in the wine cellar. So meet you there.
Crazy, is it? Crazy, crazy. Never goes dry on one of these ships, let me tell you. Right, we've got 2 weeks of cruising then. We're cruising out of Rio, day at sea down to Salvador, which was the first capital city of Brazil. Who knew? Lots to visit there as well. Churches, markets, wonderful shopping as well. We've got a few days at sea then and we find ourselves out in the Caribbean. We're in Bridgetown in Barbados. Of course, those days at sea are great for relaxing. And then, of course, we're in the Caribbean. Well, what do I need to tell you about Barbados that pictures in your mind can't tell you? I mean, these are just idyllic parts of the world. Great places to go on a cruise adventure. St. Kitts, again, can very much be a beach day, but again, can be very much activities as well. Island safaris, for instance, snorkeling experiences and things like that. Maybe you'll be doing that kind of thing for the first time out in the Caribbean. Maybe this is your first time out in the Caribbean. King's Wharf in Bermuda, actually very historic place here as well, actually, King's Wharf, but lots of attractions there, including the Crystal Caves and the glassworks as well, which is fascinating and just keys in really nicely with the eclipse as well. And then we have a day at sea into New York. Now that's sadly where we say goodbye to the eclipse, but you probably would have booked the next cruise while you were on board that one anyway. We have 2 nights in a hotel in New York. You've definitely been to New York, haven't
Definitely
you,
been to New York, yes, absolutely. Highlights of New York, oh wow. Dining in Chelsea, most amazing restaurants in the Chelsea, and then walking down to Chinatown and just seeing where the sun comes out at the bottom of Manhattan. It's fantastic. Yeah,
just looks adorable, doesn't it? I mean, you could ask 1,000 people about their favourite thing to do in New York and you'll get 1,000 different answers. That's the great thing. It really is one of those unique cities in the world, isn't it? So you're starting off this adventure out in Rio in Brazil and then ending it in New York. I love the bookend of this as well with the stays. It's perfect, isn't it?
It's outstanding with a bit of Southern Caribbean thrown in as well.
Definitely. Perfect. Listen, it's coming up soon. If you haven't got anything in the diary for April and you've been thinking right the way through this year, I think a lot of people did this year think, well, I'm staying around the UK because, the weather's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a lovely summer in the UK and look at how it turned out. Every other day was liquid sunshine. So now maybe it's payback time. Maybe now it's the time to say, right, we need to make up for lost time yet again. So this is a wonderful package for April. Included will be, of course, your flight out to Rio, 3 nights in a hotel there, 2 weeks of celebrity cruising on the Eclipse to Brazil and the Southern Caribbean, and then on to New York, 2 nights in a hotel in New York, and then the flight back from New York to the UK. Don't forget, of course, the cruise element of this as well is all included. So we've got the classic drinks package and we've got Wi-Fi included for the cruise. So the value for money here, I've just seen the number, you need to see it. I mean, it's one of those things that you need to see right now because this is perfect. If you consider, actually, just how interesting this holiday is as well. I imagine there's quite a few places that maybe you haven't ventured to before. Maybe you've been meaning to year after year after year, but you haven't just grasped the nettle and gone for it. Hello, this is the sweetest nettle you could grasp right now. $2,599 per person. You are getting so much included for that price tag. I'm absolutely sure, and in fact I know I've tried a couple of times, you could spend that kind of sum very, very easily with a short stay in New York once you've done the flights and the hotels and then think of all the things that you need to pay out in addition to that. And we're on the cruise, so much is included, and it's all at that elevated level as well of luxury and style. Here's the details for this as well if you do want to upgrade up to your ocean view. Oh, hang on a second, just a moment please. Shut the front door. The ocean view and the balcony price are the same. Now, Mr. P, I take it that's not a mistake. Oh, we've managed to talk the good folk at Celebrity in a free upgrade from ocean view to balcony, and that means you go to balcony in just one price. You pay the ocean view price at $199 and we upgrade you again to the most fantastic, incredible, and you know you want it anyway. Every time you book a cruise, you want a balcony. In fact, I don't even know why we show you the insides these days, because most people, honestly, it is the lion's share of people that will always go for a balcony. So to do that in one upgrade is absolutely incredible. It really is. Wonderful. Call us right now and get that booked. 0800 953 4700. Now, you've noticed, I'm sure, in the studio that we have this rather beautiful, Michael, very exclusive to Celebrity, wonderful travel case. You wouldn't lose that on the old carousels, would you?
Absolutely not.
That's fantastic. Now, you very, very kindly have told us that we can give this away to one of our wonderful viewers, which is wonderful. I think this is great. This is great for carry-on, isn't it? And again, you would not lose it wherever you are. And people love... Actually, you said, if we could buy these, you can't buy them because it's a money can't buy offer, but they would cost in excess of 100 quid, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Which is good. And we've got one to give away right now. Would you like a question? Very, very simple question as well. This is an email in one as well. So it's studio@cruise1st.tv. What is the name of the newest Celebrity ship? We mentioned it at the start of the show. Now, of course, you can cheat and rewind on your Sky remote or go to our YouTube channel and find the show there and find the answer there. As soon as you've got the answer, drop it into me on an email right now with your name and your address as well to studio@cruise1st.tv, and one of you will get this very, very smart, very, very exclusive, beautiful Celebrity Cruises little carry-on case. And it's a hard case as well. So whatever you've got in there, beautifully folded and ready for your holiday, will stay crisp and pristine. So good luck. We'll remind you of that later. Thank you.
I don't want to be seeing you in that in a couple of weeks' time. I want to make sure you give it away.
It would be so obvious, wouldn't it? Because it's such a distinctive colour. I love the colour, though. I really do. Thank you very much.
It's the tangerine to match the magic carpet on our Edge series ships.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Amazing. Brilliant. Right, OK, well, good luck. I'll remind you of that a little bit later on. Should we do another offer, though, in the meantime? Getting carried away with all these giveaways. Let's go all included right now in luxury to Sydney and the Great Barrier Reef. Now, this is for October of next year for 18 nights, and we'll fly you first from the UK down under to Australia, down to Sydney, and we've got a 4-night stay in Sydney in Australia. Oh my word, whenever you say to people we're going on holiday to Australia, the first word that will always come back is Sydney. I mean, it's the place, isn't it?
I went to Sydney probably 20 years ago and stayed there for 2 weeks. And everyone said to me, you're staying in Sydney for 2 weeks. I did something different every single day.
I can completely well imagine. Because it's a great place to explore. But then, of course, you've got everything that is around Sydney as well. Beautiful. I can quite understand how you spent 2 glorious weeks there. Very jealous. Then we're on Celebrity Edge, talking the magic carpet. We're on Celebrity Edge. She's absolutely beautiful. Of course, she such a game changer.
Yeah,
such a game changer.
Launched in 2019, and she has really set the cruise industry on fire. And we're still launching ships in the series. Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Yeah,
I mean, being up there on the rooftop garden, being anywhere on the outside spaces, they're just incredible. They just, honestly, you stand there and you look and you go, actually, they have done wonders here in terms of the design.
Yeah.
Because everything just looks so beautiful, and yet you can just dive in and enjoy it all.
Yeah, totally taken it to the next level. The biggest pool at sea in our fleet, 75 foot. You've got the rooftop garden. It's different from the day to what it is in the evening.
Yes, yeah.
It is very much connecting you with the sea on these ships. They are absolutely fantastic. And then the unique magic carpet, and no one's going to copy us on that.
It's so good, isn't it? And it becomes different things at different levels, but it always draws attention. And in fact, is it once? It's only not very often at all, is it? But you can have dinner on the magic carpet. 1 night per cruise.
Yes, I thought and it's very exclusive because it's the food that you get in the region that you're sailing to.
Right.
So on this one will be absolutely perfect. You've got to get in quick.
Definitely.
And it will be a special menu just for the cruise that you're sailing on. Dinner on the Edge.
And every one of the restaurants are just incredible. They just look so smart. It's funny, you walk out of one of the main dining rooms and, you know, of course, traditionally when we go to a restaurant, we're used to, you know, going and settling up at the counter at the end of it. And you come away from a night in one of those restaurants and you think,
wow.
Wow, it hasn't cost me a couple of £100.
And like what you said, one of them restaurants, we have 4 main dining restaurants on Edge.
Indeed.
Which traditional cruising is that one main dining restaurant,
Course,
but with us we've got 4 different. So it's like a speciality restaurant every night.
Yeah.
Different design, different menu. So it is like you're dining around the world when you're on board Celebrity Edge.
And again, the whole pace of dining is really lovely. It's not rushed, it's very relaxed, you know. It's very nicely looked after, the food is fantastic. It feels like a bit of an event, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, what we said earlier, the sommeliers will make it a real good experience. So you can pair your wine. Everyone around the table can have different wine to the different menu that they're having. It's a real individual experience. You can make your dining experiences short or as long as you wish, which is normally quite long for me.
Well, you know, and it's lovely because that's sometimes the time where you've really got time to sit down with, you know, it might be your other half, might be family, and really have a good old chat and not feel rushed and constantly interrupted and whatever. It's everything's at a lovely pace. Anyway, let's do this cruise then, shall we? So we're cruising out of Sydney, remember. We've got 11 nights of cruising into Brisbane first. Beautiful port as well. Lots to go and see here. There's a wonderful gallery of modern art there, botanic gardens, and of course Koala Sanctuary. You'd want to do that, wouldn't you? Day at sea to Airlie Beach. Now we're in Queensland here. This is the home of the Great Barrier Reef. You want to look at the Great Barrier Reef actually on something like Google Earth or something like that. You don't realise quite how vast it is. So there is a lot to see. So there's 2 key ports here. There's Airlie Beach and then there's Cairns here, where you have an overnight. So you've got 2 full days here because these are the places where you will want to go and explore the Barrier Reef. You've also got things like the Daintree Rainforest and other attractions as well. You don't want to miss out on any of those. We're kind of staying in the same kind of area of Australia because there is so much to enjoy. Port Douglas itself, again, is absolutely beautiful. Really, really cute little place, actually. Boutique shops, restaurants, and a 4-mile beach. You don't have to do it all, though, don't worry. Now, you're scenic cruising past Willis Island, which is the most idyllic little island. You don't get off and see the island. There's only like 2 or 3 people that live there on a weather station. It's surrounded by black-footed boobies, but it is the most incredible... They're birds, by the way. The most incredible... I just realised I needed to clarify that, just depending on what time of day you're watching this. But yeah, they're birds. And it's wonderful. And then we cruise back into Sydney. Have you done one of these itineraries, one of these Barrier Reef itineraries?
No, but it's definitely on the bucket list. Sailing out of Sydney Harbour.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
For sure. What an incredible journey.
Yeah.
This could be yours. October next year. What's the weather going to be like here in October next year? Yeah, probably not great, eh? Low deposit today to lock in the price. Included the flight to Sydney, 4 nights in a hotel there, 11 nights on board Celebrity Edge with your classic drinks package and Wi-Fi all factored in to the Barrier Reef ports in Australia, and you end the cruise back into Sydney, and of course the flight back to the UK included as well. Your deposit on this is just £199 each today. Your price tag for the whole thing, again, it surprises me that this isn't just like, you know, the flights and a couple of nights in Sydney. This is ridiculous. I mean, bear in mind, you're flying into tomorrow here. It's a long, long way. 3,799 per person. Incredible. Let's have a look at upgrades here then as well, shall we? So to go to ocean view or to balcony, and this will be a really, really kind of key one if you want a balcony, because of course you are sailing some of the most beautiful parts of the world. And you'll want to see those blue skies as much as you possibly can on a cruise like this.
Absolutely, and our balconies are very unique on Celebrity Edge. They're the infinite verandas.
So you actually have more stateroom, and then your infinite balcony is like a floor to. It's a bit difficult to describe. It's like a floor to ceiling window, and then the top half comes down and becomes your balcony. Yeah. So essentially, you get more space.
23% larger stateroom. Yeah.
It's really nice. I was lucky enough on Celebrity Edge and I think on Beyond as well, to enjoy one of those. And they really do make a difference because that extra space, you can still black out and everything else, you know, you can still do all of that, but it's wonderful to have that extra space. It's incredible. and you could love it first thing in the morning, going out having your breakfast there as well. Right, let's take another trip right now. I knew we were running out of time already. Thailand and Vietnam this time, all included, 18 nights. Now this is the start of 2025, whenever that is. It feels like a million miles away, but it's just over a year away. We'll fly first out to Singapore, and we've got 2 nights in a hotel there. Singapore, to me, again, looks like one of those places I would just, honestly, 2 nights would just be a nice little taster, and I know I'd be back.
Yeah. The feedback from Singapore is meant to be like one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Yeah. Oh, incredible. And so diverse, so many different things to do as well. And that's what I love about a city. And of course, the city by the sea as well. Look at what happens in Singapore of an evening, completely and utterly transformed. You would be fascinated. And then we are on board Celebrity Solstice this time for 12 nights. So we're back to a lawn club situation here as well, which I love. And there are lots of different things you can do on the lawn club as well. It's not just for looking at, is it, Michael?
No, it's not just for looking at. We have the big screen so you can watch any sporting events that come on. They will put movies on. And it's a great place to just get yourself a blanket, have a drink for sail away. Like, what a unique destination, what a unique place on the ship to sail out of a destination.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, look at that for a library. I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? Just to look at. I mean, imagine, I know with the celebrity ships, a lot of people spend a lot of time taking pictures of just how beautiful everything in the ship is.
Yeah, and every day you'll find somewhere new to go. Like you just said, the library, the hideaway, you know, and people do just find, they can just get a book and just literally hide away on board the ship.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing to do of an evening on one of these ships, Michael? For you?
For me personally, the martini bar. The iced martini bar, that is the hub of the ship in the evening.
Yes.
Again, it's our staple on all celebrity cruises, the martini bar, but this is an iced top martini bar. So it is so unique.
It's funny, isn't it? Because they almost become theatres in themselves, the bars, don't they?
And then you've got the martini flight attendants that make the big drink, like they hold like 15 martinis or pour them all out at once. So it's a real hub of the ship, especially when you've got a silent disco headset on as well.
And Le Petit Chef we just saw there as well, which is one of the specialty dining restaurants.
Yes.
That's a real treasure, isn't it?
Yeah, and you'll find that you'll do it more than once on your cruise because it's so unique. And what I say to people is, if you do go back again, don't take your mobile phones with you because everyone is filming and wanting to capture the moment. And I say, just put your phone down and just live for that moment.
Enjoy it,
so unique.
You'll have to book it up, you know, super quickly because, you know, its reputation goes ahead of it and it gets booked up incredibly quickly. Theatre shows of an evening, they're so grand, let me tell you, they're amazing. Again, it's one of those things that you forget almost that you're not paying for a ticket, you know, on the way in, because you'd expect 50, 60 pounds, you know, a ticket each, and you're not at all. 12 nights of cruising then, out of Singapore, day at sea, and we're out to Koh Samui in Thailand there. Beautiful Buddhist temples, of course, you can see on the attractions there as well. And there's Plai Laem as well with the enormous lake, which is beautiful. Next, we go on to the port for Bangkok, which is Laem Chabang. We've got an overnight here, which means we've got 2 full days and a night. So you can really see how Bangkok completely and utterly transforms of an evening as well. That'll be a night to remember, I'm sure. Day at sea, and we're in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam this time, home of the Saigon Opera House, of course. Loads of tours available as well. We must talk about tour opportunities as well. Celebrity really do curate some amazing adventures to be had in these destinations as well. Then we move on to Nha Trang. This is beautiful. I always look at that pagoda, the picture there at the top, and I was just, that's beautiful. It looks like it's made of pure white meringue. It's gorgeous. Then we move on to Chiang Mai in Vietnam. You can visit the Lady Buddha here, the Marble Mountains, slightly less busy than Ho Chi Minh City, so a little bit more laid back there. But again, lots of adventures to have while you are there. Staying in Vietnam, we move on to Hanoi, Ha Long Bay. Again, we have an overnight here, so tremendous adventures to be had. Wonderful opportunity as well if you want to, you know, sample the local foods here as well and see, you know, things like the night markets and attractions of an evening, which is lovely to do, or 2 different destination experiences, one day and one another, which is great, makes more of your holiday. Day at sea, we finished the cruise in Hong Kong. That's where we leave the Solstice. We've have already booked the next cruise while we're on board, I'm sure. We've got 2 nights in a hotel in Hong Kong as well. Hong Kong's such a diverse city too. The more you only have to go to any of the sort of travelogue sites, you know, TripAdvisor or wherever you want to go and have a look around. And look at the adventures you can have in places like Hong Kong. I mean, tremendous hustle bustle and that real kind of old world feel as well. You're lucky people. Another wonderful bookend here. This is lovely. This ticks so much off the bucket list all in one. And these kind of holidays, and I know you know as well, Michael, that people come back and do these kind of experiences again and again, don't they?
They do, and I know this one's for 2025. We go on sale so far in advance because they're so key for people booking them destinations. Yeah. And the destinations that we're going to here, people are a bit nervous on maybe doing it themselves. Yeah. So this is a perfect way to see all of these amazing destinations, you know, overnighting in Bangkok, Ho Chi Minh City. It's a perfect to do it in one go. Yeah, it is. It's brilliant. Yeah. And I wouldn't be brave enough to book one single holiday to a lot of these places, but this is the perfect way of doing it because you come back to the ship every single day and you've got celebrity there organising excursions in these places that you haven't been to before as well. So 10th of January 2025 is the date for this one, but there is also the 22nd of January and the 3rd of February for the package as well. So the flight from the UK out to Singapore included 2 nights in a hotel there, 12 nights on Celebrity Solstice, of course, new luxury, beautiful with the lawn club, classic drinks included, Wi-Fi included, sailing Vietnam and Thailand to Hong Kong, and we've got a 2-night stay in a hotel there, plus the flight back to the UK. Now, if this was the price is right, by now you'd have a big number in your head. Well, I can first of all tell you it's low deposit, just £199 each today to get this booked, and this is a lot less than I expected it to be honest with you, because this is a 5-star product, so this is a luxury product. But bear in mind, if you're in these parts of the world and you're booking the equivalent hotel, you'd just be paying for the room. You wouldn't have your dinner included. It might have a pool, possibly, but it wouldn't have that entertainment of a night. It wouldn't have all of the wonderful design prowess and wonder that these celebrity ships have. Of course, you can tailor this package as well, so if you wanted to stay longer in Singapore or Hong Kong or both, you can. Let's look at the upgrades as well. £199 each deposit on this one. We'll get it secured for you right now, so call us. And bear in mind, I mean, Michael hinted there that this is for the start of 2025. It won't be long before we are talking to you about booking into the year after that. Yes, that comes out in the coming months. So before the end of this year, we will be on sale up until 2026. Good. That means you'll need to come back and we'll need to talk about some new deals for that. The reason why we are going so far out, by the way, is because so much is booking up and a lot of people are locking in great prices now because all I have to say to you is the price of everything. Now, quick reminder before we go, we've got this fabulous exclusive carry case from Celebrity Cruises, which can be yours right now. All I need to know from you on an email is the name of the brand new celebrity ship, and the answer is in this show. I mean, it was right at the beginning, so you'd have to rewind it or go and watch it again on YouTube, but pop in the answer, your name and address, to studio@cruise1st.tv, and one of you will be winning this, and money cannot buy that, and if it could, it would be over 100 quid, which is brilliant. So make sure you enter. Michael, thank you so much. Thank you. Come back soon. As soon as 26 is on sale, definitely get yourself back in. I'll be here. And we'll have lots more news on the brand new Celebrity. Oh, I nearly said it. Oh, I nearly said it. Nearly said it. We nearly had to edit that. Listen, my thanks to Michael. My thanks to you as well. If our team can help you at all with anything, 0800 953 4700. See you back here soon and good luck.